Okay, yep, we're going. Alrighty, hopefully you guys can hear me at home. We're doing things a little differently today, but I think it'll still work out. Go ahead and start working on your warm-up problems. Okay. They should look pretty familiar. Hey, make sure you pay attention. Is it a plus sign or a minus sign? Give me a few minutes to do warm-up problems. If you're at home, remember, if I get going too fast, you can always pause and then unpause whenever you've got the problem done. Yep, if you need to grab paper, go grab some paper. You can write things down on there.
Sorry.
Okay.
You hear him now? Working yet?
I can hear.
You can hear?
Can I just sit back here?
You can sit wherever you want, but we have to do your ISO. to make sure it comes to.
I went ahead and made sure everybody was muted in the Zoom call, just so that your sound doesn't pick up in the YouTube stream. Okay. You guys have that fun. Go a few more minutes on these. Take your time. Just get the ones done if you can. Try to get them all done. It's all right if you don't. Today should be pretty short. We're going to work on one thing, and it's pretty close to what we've been doing. Okay, try to finish up the one you are on. All right, let's start going over these. Let's do something different today. Let's start on counting. Okay. Everybody find that box, then hands off so I know you're paying attention to me. All right, so we're gonna count by nines. Everybody try to count with me. 0, 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81. The cool thing about going by nines, okay, a pattern that you can find, notice that the tens place keeps going up by 1, and the ones place goes down by 1 until you get to 45 and 54, and then, oh no, that keeps going. Yeah, it goes until you get to 90, because then you go to 99. So yeah, it'll keep going. 10 goes up by 1, and the ones place goes down by 1 all the way through. Remember our hand trick that we learned with the nines? Hey, that's why that works. If you don't remember, it's okay. That was a while ago, and it's not that important. All right, subtraction over here. Somebody tell me, what's the easy problem? One of those is really easy. Which one's the easy one? Left or right? McKenna? 65 minus 44. Why is that the easy one? Because you can do 5 minus 4. You don't have to borrow at all. So what is 5 minus 4? Isaac? 1. What's 6 minus 4? Logan? 2. Easy peasy. We didn't have to borrow or anything. Hey, what about 82 minus 44? Can we do 2 minus 4? No, so we're going to have to borrow. Okay, so go next door. If I borrow from that 80, now I'm going to have what? What goes above it? Audrey? 7, because we borrow 1. And then where do I take that 1? Where do I take that 10? What happens on the other side? Oh, come on, they've already answered. Somebody else. Ellery, thank you. 12, okay, the 2 turns into 12 because we added 10 to it. Can I do 12 minus 4? Yeah, what is it? Braxton? 8. Can I do 7 minus 4? Yeah, what is it, Emma? 3. Okay. Up here, adding, you notice the sign. 2 plus 8 makes, Gavin? 10. Yep, need a rocket. 1 plus 5 plus 3, Hannah? 9. Do I need a rocket? No. 4 plus 6. Peyton? 10. Need a rocket. 1 plus 7 plus 1. Gracie? Okay. Come on, what is it? 9. Thank you. So we get 9,090. And then the last one. Okay, this is what we've been working on for a while. Okay, 3 digits when we have to borrow. Can we do 0 minus 4? No. Okay, so we need to go next door. Okay, so steal from that, okay, or borrow. What will be left once we borrow from there? Keep seeing the same hands. I know more people know how to do it. Amelie, thank you. No. 6. Yep. And then what goes over on the ones place now? What goes above the 0? 10. Yep, you got it. Okay, so can I do 10 minus 4? Sure can. Let's do it. What is it, Nicole? 6. Can I do 6 minus 9? No, so I need to borrow again. Emma, what happens to this 300? It turns into 2. And then what do I do with that 100 that I took? I took 10 tens away. So I need to put it where, Gavin? In the tens place, right in front of that 6. So it becomes 16. Can I do 16 minus 9? Yeah. A little tougher one, but what is it? Braxton? 7. And then 2 minus 1 is... Oh, man, that's an easy one. I should see more hands than that. What is it, Audrey? 1. Hey, if you didn't get your hand up there, let's see it get up a little bit here. I want to make sure everybody knows how to do this. Any questions on the warm-up problems? All right, you guys are doing a good job staying quiet since we're on YouTube. I appreciate that, and I'm sure they appreciate it at home. All right, so we've been working on subtracting and borrowing when there's big numbers involved, okay? Let's take a look at a special kind of problem. Write this one down with me. Not 309, let's do 302 minus 155. I'm gonna put my dotted lines, keep everything in its place. Peyton, you writing it down? Wesley? Isaac, you got it? Come on, guys. This is the last thing you need to know to be able to do any subtraction problem. Some of you guys have already figured it out. All right, start in the ones place. Can I do 2 minus 5? No. Does anybody see a problem? Something weird happens here. What's weird that's happening, Peyton? Yeah, there's a 0 in the tens place. Can I borrow from 0? No, he's got 0. He can't give me any. So we need to make that not 0. Well, how do we make that bigger? How do we make anything bigger when we're borrowing? We go next door. So let's go to the 3. Hey, what happens if I borrow from the 3? It goes down to 2. Thank you, Amelie. Then what goes in that tens place now? It was 0, but what is it now, Audrey? 10. Okay. Can I borrow from 10? Sure can. What happens if I borrow from 10? Turns into, Isaac? 9. And what happens to this 2? It's not 2 anymore. It's, Hannah? 12. Okay. Mm-hmm. Anybody get lost along the way there? I know a couple of you guys have figured that out on your own. I've seen you work on some of these. Okay. So if you try to borrow from a 0, well, you can't take anything from 0. If I give you a bag of nothing, you can't pull anything out of it. Okay. You got to go next door and make it a 10 instead of 0. And then you can borrow from the 10. Okay. Let's finish this problem out though. 12 minus 5. Can I do that? Yeah. What is it? Gavin? 12 minus 5. No, not 4. 12 minus 5. 7. Okay, yeah, you moved on to the tens place. Now let's go to the tens place. 9 minus 5. Ellery, what is it? 9 minus 5? 4. And 2 minus 1, everybody should know, put it on your hands. You should have one finger up. Very good. Okay. I think we're pretty good at this, so let's do practice one together. And we'll move on. Our IXL doesn't specifically go over that. You might have 1 or 2 problems that look like that. Okay. I just want to make sure we know how to do it, because some of us figured it out on our own and some of us needed a little more help. That's okay. That's kind of a tough problem. All right, the one I want you to try, let's switch to another Christmas color here. Let's do 405. Yep, I want you to try this one on your own. I'll walk around. Mine is 227. Yeah. You can't borrow from that 0. You can't do 5 minus 7. You're going to have to borrow from the tens place. But you're going to have to borrow from next door, but next door is a 0 right now. So then you got to go even farther next door. Okay? Got to turn that 0 into a 10. This way. Okay. Even, I know you did all that stuff first, but always start in the ones place. Because if you messed up somewhere, now you got to start all over. Okay, start in the ones. No, you're fine. Just, if you would make a mistake, it's easier if you start in the ones place. Okay. Yeah, make sure you always start in the ones place. Even after you've done all your borrowing. That way, if you made a tiny little mistake, it's easy to figure it out. Good. I'm pretty happy walking around so far. You guys doing a good job. How'd you get the 15 here? Did you borrow from there? No, you forgot to. So what's that going to turn into? And then you go from 4 up to 2. Redo that. Good. Why did you borrow? How'd you get from 4 to 1 or to 2? What happens when you borrow from 4? It turns into
3.
3 minus 2 is. You set the problem up right though. Yeah, if you make a little tiny mistake in the actual subtracting part, that's okay. As long as your top part looks right. All right, let's go over this one real quick. Okay. 5 minus 7, can I do that? No, so I gotta go next door. Can I do that? No, I can't borrow from 0, so I gotta go even farther next door. Hey, what happens when I borrow from 4? Anna? Turns into a 3. So a couple of you guys turn it into a 2. I'm not sure what you were thinking. Hey, we just take away 1 when we borrow. So then what does that 0 turn into in the middle? If we borrow a 10 from it, 0 and 10 make? Logan? 10. Nice and easy. Okay. Can I borrow from the 10 now? Sure can. What does it turn into, Peyton? 9. And I get in the ones place, Gavin? No, well, what goes up top? 15. And then 15 minus 7 is, Emma? 8. 9 minus 2 is Braxton? 7. 3 minus 2, that's easy. That's 1. Okay. So you should have got 178. Most of you guys I saw did get that. Okay. And then the ones that I didn't see with 178, all of this part was right, or it was off by just a little bit. Like I said, some of you guys turned that into a 2. But most of you guys did that either all the way right or almost all the way right. Okay. We just need a little bit more practice. You guys know what to do though. So let's pop over to IXL. And then I know there's no L19. I put actual L19, but if you look under, okay, just click on that one. Okay, but there is no L19. It just says new. Okay, so on this one, okay, it's going to be bigger numbers, but notice up at the top it says add and subtract. So you know how to add 3-digit numbers. You know how to subtract 3-digit numbers. Just make sure you look at which one you are doing. Okay. Some of you guys got started on this yesterday, but I don't think anybody finished it. Okay. If you get this finished really early, just come talk to me and I'll show you what else to do. Okay. But I want everybody working on that L19, okay, the new L1 down at the bottom. Don't worry about J3. I know most of us didn't finish that. We're going to move on to this one. Okay. Just make sure you're looking. The first thing you should do when you get these problems, okay, is this a plus sign or a minus sign? That's the first thing you look at. All righty. I think you guys are ready for some quiet work time. Thank you for being quiet. Thank you for hopping on if you were at home. Yeah, why don't you guys go ahead and say goodbye?